Man, what a run! What a run! Like I was saying, one of the things that I love about these kinds of little marathons is the idea of like even silly little categories. It's like you can really use a lot of game mechanics to really maximize time, and I think that's a lot of fun. Uh, I think one of the joys of speedrunning is that you can make an arbitrary goal for yourself, and it can be a really fun experience to do that kind of stuff. So, in case you missed it, I did a run of fishing percent the other day, last night actually, and honestly, it was a lot of fun to sort of challenge myself to come up with a category, to do something, to you know, just get out there and play the game in my own way, and that's what speedrunning is all about. So I'm really happy that we're getting a really cool variety of games in here. And some of them are established categories like the Animal Crossing Goldenrod. That is a category on their leaderboard. But I mean, then some people make up their own categories, right? Like the fishy percent race that's coming up later tonight, stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, and I think this is what speedrunning is all about. So I'm really glad that we got to put on this marathon, and I hope that you're having as great a time as I am. Yes, Aimview was close to world record. Unfortunately, her sim fell asleep. Unfortunate. That's okay. We'll just reset and try again. Didn't get it on live television, unfortunately, but you know what? We got Rudy the cat, so made up for it in the end. By the way, Aimview said, I believe it was 31, maybe it was 33. It was one of those two. Fish that she caught, she's going to donate $1 for each one of those. If you would like to match that or something similar, you can donate if you'd like. We are running low on incentives. However, we do have a bid war. There is currently a bid war for Spyro's color for the Spyro 2 race tonight. Spyro 2? Yes, Spyro 2. Team Purple. I see Team Purple in chat. There's a lot of purple names in the chat. So I imagine that there are at least 1, 2, 3 people in chat who would like to see purple. So if you'd like to see that, you can donate that towards, or put that donation towards the Spyro 2 Reignited Choose Spyro's Color bid war. By the way, everyone, this is a marathon, not supporting. I was going to say marathon dedicated to fishing. Anyone got any good fishing stories out there in the chat? While you guys think of your fishing stories, we have a $31 donation from Aimview Fish. Thank you so much, Aimview. Thank you for, I knew you would, but coming through. To your word, you did in fact donate $31, so thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the stream and the cause. Thanks for being in our marathon. Anyone got any good fishing stories? Those are a pleasure. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. I've been fishing plenty of times with my dad, but I'm not, I don't remember too many stories per se. Although I do remember there was this one time I went to this catfish farm pond place. Essentially, it was like a farm-raised catfish, but these big old ponds. And you can go there, you can catch them, then whatever you catch, they'll clean up for you, and you can take it home. And we went out there. We were out there all day, and they kept snapping our lines. And by the end of the day, we looked over to everyone else, and we're like, what are y'all using to catch all these fish? And they're like, oh, we got these reinforced lines. Apparently, we had bought really thin fishing line, and it just kept snapping. And for some reason, we just never thought to get a thicker line. It just wasn't working. So, so we spent like 4 hours outside trying to fish, and we got nothing. And yeah, I was like 6 years old, and I really wanted to play Pokemon instead. So that that's one of my fishing memories. Aries says he went fishing, caught fish, and ate the fish. That's a good time. Another fishing story was more recent. I like to think that I'm pretty good on boats. You know, I've been deep sea fishing, and I've been all over, right? You know, and wouldn't say I'm the expert fisherman or boats person, but I like to think that I'm pretty good at what I can do out there. And more recently, the last time I went out on the water, we had an instance where the water was so choppy, was so insanely choppy that I instantly got seasick, and it was the worst experience out on the water that I've ever had. And within 15 minutes of getting out into open sea, it was insanely bad, and I had to lay down for like 3 hours, and there was no relief. So it was pretty bad. I would not recommend it. But like I said, that's the only time it's ever happened. I've been out on boats plenty of times. I've been out in the water plenty of times. But that day, whew, pretty bad, pretty bad. Let's see here. Julie says last time she went fishing, I didn't know what to do, and I also didn't want to be there, so I just lied on the dock for the trip. Nice. I don't want to go outside. All the good stuff's back in there. Wannabe fish story. I had 2 goldfish a few years ago, and my cats decided to go fishing for them, knocking over their tank. Oof. That's, cats are like that. Cats are like that. Koteno, my last time fishing in 2004, went out on Lake Erie for 8 hours, and I was the only one that didn't catch anything. Man. Rough. A flathead catfish bit my toe once, and I never fished again. Well, there you go. You shouldn't have had such delicious looking toes. Now, there's your problem. Trying to go deep sea fishing. I found out I'm very motion sick on boats. Ooh, yeah. Gaffy, like I said, I normally I can handle boats, but something about that one day at sea was not good, and I felt your pain. I wanted to die for like 3 hours. I tried laying down to sleep, and it did not help. But standing up or sitting up was 1,000 times worse. So I said, I'm just going to lay down next to the Sprite container that's in the under the boat, or the underside, or what do we call it? The not the cabin. Well, I guess it would be the cabin, but I'm thinking of like a stow, like a way down below. Eric just woke up. Hello, sleepyhead. Welcome to the stream. We've got Harvest Moon 64 coming up by demoplaysgames. It's gonna be something real fun. Shannon's got a little boat up at the camp. Ooh. Boats are fun. I have a merit badge in kayaking and canoeing. So that's the closest thing to being officially licensed to be a canoe driver. So I'm sure if I had a paddle and a canoe, I can go out there and paddle with the rest of them, with the best of them. We stand for Eli. If anyone in chat knows, can you explain to me what Eli is? I'm guessing that's a person. Is this like you have to like max out their friendship level and they just so happen to like fish? If I had to guess. All right, I'm getting word that we're ready to go. So in that case, let's head on over. See you there. Hang on.
This is a bird. A kingfisher, actually. He eats fish like this, in a river like this. This river flows out to this estuary. This estuary feeds into this ocean. The water from this ocean evaporates into these clouds. These clouds turn into this rain. This rain falls over this forest. This forest grows this fruit. This fruit is harvested by these farmers. These farmers send it around the world to be eaten by these people. These people wash it down with water from this tap. This tap follows a series of pipes that lead to this river. This river is home to these insects. These insects are dinner for this fish. This fish is dinner for this bird. This is a bird. A kingfisher, actually.
Thank you. Actually, I've got a... Let me change one Discord setting here so I can talk to you as well. It is Elli. All right, I'm gonna give this a quick reset. Yes, that is a DDR machine behind me. Thank you for noticing. So yeah, thank you guys for meeting the incentive for the fishing gear. I'm wearing some stuff. And in my hands right here, we have the Nushi Suri controller for the N64. This thing is extremely difficult to use, but we're going to do our best. The world record is going to be like several minutes faster than what I can do. So time is going to start in, I'll give you guys a 5-second countdown here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we have to get through this naming screen. I will explain the controller. I will explain the goal in a bit. Just let me focus on this for 2 seconds. All right, so the goal of this category is we are going to be getting Elli's photo. There is a photo album in the game. And Elli's photo requires some affection, and we're going to raise Elli's affection by giving her some fish. It's the name of the game. So the controller, it has every button but L. Fortunately, we don't need L for this game. But yeah, it's kind of a one-handed monstrosity. We're going to talk to the fisherman here and get our fishing rod. Saying no is slightly faster. And this is not really a day that we're planning on playing. But I want to try to get ahead on fish. So I'm going to fish this morning for just a little bit. And this is basically what we're going to be seeing for the next hour or so, is me struggling. So that's one small fish. I also want to say that I plan on donating $1 for every small fish in the run. Elli doesn't accept small fish as a favorite gift. It's got to be a medium fish or a large fish. So if the chat could help me keep track of these small fish, we are currently at 1. She does not. Size matters, and she wants a medium fish or better. So you saw me struggling to move right there, and that is definitely the controller. It's not me, I swear. Oh boy. Thank you, Rodus. The Harvest Moon community and the River King community very closely intertwined because the games are made by the same people, which means that they tend to have all the same issues. So right now I'm waiting outside of Rick's shop. This is going to help us raise Elli's affection faster because Rick is he's going to fix some music boxes for us. Which I'll explain that later on, but we just have to wait for 10 a.m. I probably should have fished a little bit more, but we'll be okay. Thank you, AIM. Yeah, I'm not really going to be able to keep track of the small fish. But yeah, every small fish is a time loss, so oh god, pressing start on this thing is so out of the way. And we can give Rick the smalls because he does not care. So here is our intended. So we're gonna play. We're gonna play every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday until she is ready for the photo. Oh, you're talking about Rick, Sam? It's fine. It's fine with Rick. There's a whole convoluted thing. I want to talk to you guys briefly about speedrunning Harvest Moon in general, because one question we tend to get is, why on earth would you speedrun such a chill game series? And I feel like pretty much everyone has got the same advice when they were first interested in speedrunning, which is, you should speedrun your favorite game. And in my case, and in the case of a few other people, that game is Harvest Moon 64. Okay, fishing in this game is really hard, so if you see me totally freeze up during a fishing section, it's because I really need to focus on it. Alright, that is 2 smalls. Yeah, we started in 2016, and there were really only a few of us, and over time the Harvest Moon speedrun community has grown pretty substantially. No, the reel. Oh my God, these small fish. The reel I actually haven't found a use for. I think it is just. I think it's just decoration. But then again, I haven't fully experimented with the controller on other games either, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. It has a battery compartment. I think that might be for Rumble. But again, haven't fully tested it. It does have some sort of like, I don't know. When you actually act like you're casting it, there is some sort of movement going on in there, so when I figure out all the functionality, I will let you guys know. Sure. So my dad is actually an avid fisherman, and I've been fishing like my whole life. So we pulled some stuff out, and I'm wearing a nice life jacket. You know, gotta be safe. I put some lures in my fishing bucket hat. I got some fishing gloves, and I've got my trusty controller. Oh, you can't forget the Under Armour fishing shirt. Every serious fisherman must have one. So Rick is actually unavailable in the rain. It's unfortunate. But we should have plenty of time to get Ellie where we need to, so I am not overly concerned. Plus, we can kind of force it. You can save scum. Sunny days if needed. And today we actually do have to fish, because we currently don't have a gift for Ellie. We have only small fish in our bag, so fishing tends to be better in the morning and in the evening. Once you hit a certain point in the middle of the day, the fishing slows down pretty terribly. All right, five smalls so far. It's pretty standard luck for me. There are 3 types of fish: small, medium, and large. They're roughly equal in terms of chance. So getting 5 smalls right away is pretty hilariously bad luck. But you know, these games are mostly RNG. There's Anne, the actual best girl. Oh my god. I just gave Rick the wrong thing. It's actually fine. We have, I think, the math works out to like 2 screw-ups. Otherwise, we're going to add a day, which is not the end of the world. Yeah, I gave Rick the Ellie gift. So I can't complain about RNG in that one. That was just me. So yeah, talking about Harvest Moon as a speedrun series, it's mainly routing. Some games like, you know, Super Mario Brothers, you are completely focused on like the technical skill, technical aspect of like actually running the game, doing the right movement. But in Harvest Moon 64 and every Harvest Moon game, it's mainly about your plan and executing it without error. But it's something that almost anybody could do, which I think is a big reason why we've had a lot of people come to us wanting to learn these runs. I'm digging here for the music box. This is going to be something else that we see throughout the run. The music box gives Ellie a decent affection boost. Oh gosh, it's so hard to move with this controller. I'm going to pretend that was intentional to save unpausing time. Unpausing in the house is faster. It's okay. I just need to get into the groove of it. Once I start gifting Ellie, getting the music box, all that stuff, and the days are similar, I'll fall into it a little bit more. So I would say it's all photos. All photos is kind of like a soft 100% for the game. Like, there are other things you can do, like getting the recipes and such, but so you do have to get the relationship up with at least 10 people. There are 15 photos that you get. You start with one in the photo album, so there are 16 total. And each one of them require different things, like winning the dog race, winning the horse race, winning the cow festival, and then each of the bachelorettes have a photo as well, which requires you to get their affection up. So all photos is kind of like a all-encompassing category for the game, and it was kind of like a cult classic. Like, a lot of people enjoyed watching it. People enjoyed learning it and running it themselves. I realized that I didn't give Ellie a gift that day. That's also fine. The main thing is the music boxes, and the fish are the supplement. So also, this is just not necessarily like my standard of running this game. I'm usually not wearing a bunch of stuff using this absurd controller. So these mistakes are fine. We should still come in under estimate unless there's just like absolute catastrophe. These small fish, this is kind of it's like more than I expected already. I mean, I can't necessarily, I guess, yeah, and I could actually pull it down off the wall here in a little bit. When I was maybe 10 years old, I hooked a monster bass, and I was fishing with my dad, and this bass, I knew it was a bass because I was fighting with it. It jumped out of the water, just absolutely crazy. And it dove. It just dove straight down into like a tree stump. But it was still hooked. It was still totally hooked. Oh gosh, you guys can't hear him? Oh. That might be on my end then. I was having issues with desktop audio. So I am telling a fishing story. Yes, CC is talking to me right now. Asking very good questions. So this bass dove straight into this tree stump, and I was just devastated. My dad took the pole. My dad couldn't get it either. We were both kind of distraught over missing such a big fish. Every fisherman knows the feeling. But I was stuck. I was stuck crazy in this tree stump. And we took the boat to the other side of the tree stump. We're trying all different directions to pull this lure out. I didn't want to lose my lure. And So we pull around the backside of this tree stump, and the lure comes free, and we're like, oh my god, this is great. And the fish was actually still attached, like 20 minutes later. So just a very long fight. We got the fish in, and the fish is currently on my wall. Yep. Yeah, my dad more of a fisherman than I. I'm glad I have Sam Van Dam here to assist me on these very obvious mistakes that I wouldn't be making if I wasn't doing all the things. No, I believe it's still 9 aim. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately, now I know that they can't hear you, so I will try not to rely on you for questions, and if you do ask me anything, I will repeat it. Yeah. So now we're getting kind of into the swing of this run. Every day I'm going to dig up a music box, then we're going to try to catch a fish. Then we're going to gift Ellie, give her the music box, then we're going to get our new music box fixed by Rick. And I've got to be careful so I don't break the music box, because this is pretty glitchy. I don't even know if you're really supposed to have more than one music box, but we use them repeatedly throughout the run, so... So I'm going to do Ellie first, and that just gives me a little bit more time each day to fish. The way dialogue works in this game is you can hold B to make the text go faster, and then hit A to like advance. And you can use those interchangeably. But right now, because of the nature of this controller, I am just holding A and then releasing and then hitting it again. So the text isn't perfect, but we're getting it done. The bobber, I'm not actually, now that you say that, I'm not even familiar with the color of the bobber. Is it red and white? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I suppose Flowerbud Village could be in the Caribbean. I honestly don't know. Alright, so CC just asked a question about how the music boxes work. Earlier in the run, I got a map out of the tree by the watering hole. That map, if you look at it, gives you some cryptic directions to where the music box is buried. The story goes that you buried this music box when you were a kid, or your grandpa buried the music box, or something. For some reason, there are music boxes in this particular spot on the farm if you dig 10 times. And we use that to our advantage because the music box just keeps appearing over and over and over. And we keep getting Rick to fix it, and then we give it to the girls, etc., etc. And this essentially cuts our affection days in half, which is really nice. Yeah. We're going to get Ellie to 200 affection, and we're getting about 9 a day with some added stuff here and there. We're about to go to the flower festival and dance, etc. So it's going to be roughly 20 days, and we've already done quite a few. I didn't have to give Rick that there, but I am trying to make some room in my bag. This melody is a love song you give to a girl. So Rick the bro gonna help us out by giving us an unlimited supply of music boxes so we can woo Ellie, and in all photos woo the whole town. I believe this was Friday. And the reason why we're sleeping so much is twofold. You can only get affection with people once a day, so we have to keep doing these days. Also, Ellie's photo takes place on Fall 9, so we have to make it to Fall 9. So we need to sleep for that as well. So the entire point here is we're getting Ellie to 200 affection. Then we are doing an event on Fall 9, and then she will give us the photo. And that is just one photo of the 15 photos in this game that you can get. And all photos over time, we've gotten it down to 5.5 hours. It can go lower, but it is very, very luck-based. Yeah, Rick only available Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday in his shop. He has availability on Saturday and Sunday, but it's 50-50. And we don't, obviously we want some consistency in this run, so we're only gonna attempt him the days that he's absolutely gonna be available. Yes, completely unavailable during rainy days, completely unavailable during snowy days. He's just a mess. All right, a missed fish. That's not great. The fishing in this game is... I don't even know if I could accurately describe the fishing in this game, but I have 2 people in chat right now who absolutely know how hard fishing is on this game. It's like... if you're trying it all on emulator or just smalls. I mean, we could let's do mist as well. So that's up to 10. I mean, I shouldn't be missing any. So let's punish my errors. Yeah, if you're trying to fish on anything but a original console on a CRT, you're going to have a bad time. It is... I don't want to say it's frame perfect, but the amount of leniency they give you it's just so punishing. I'm going to clear Rick's little cutscene there. That does save time. He was in the dreaded position where if we would have talked to him, there would have been like a minute-long cutscene with Anne. Okay, maybe it's not a minute. You know what? I'm going to vote for Maria. This is a marathon, and I don't want Ellie to win. We are voting against our girl that we want. That way we can dance with her tomorrow. Dancing is going to give us 12 affection. Well, 10 plus the 2 festival affection. There's a whole lot of math that goes into these runs that generally is all done beforehand, but the thing about these runs is that since everything is so luck-based, you just need the ability to be able to adjust on the fly. So the festival starts first thing this morning, so we don't have to waste any time. We can run straight there. And this is worth doing. It's more affection than a normal day, and it actually takes around the same time. So just kind of a little break in our normal fish rotation here to go and dance. So yeah, we started Harvest Moon speedrunning in like 2016. There had been some one-off runs before then. Yeah, Aim, I don't actually know what I could do because I don't have desktop audio as an option. Okay. I did not mean to talk to you. Alright, and we are dancing with Ellie. Turn it on in the settings in OBS? Why would it have turned itself off, though? If you could let me know where that setting is, I will try my best to get that situated. Yeah. Because it was on my normal, like, scene collection, but then when I switched to this, desktop audio was gone, which I thought was odd. But I thought it would work out. I didn't actually know I was going to have a co-commentator. Settings, audio, global devices. Okay, I will look. I did not know. Oh, I do see it. Aim is right. Alright. Maybe that would work?
Okay, I'm gonna talk. Test. Can you hear me? I know you can, but...
I can definitely hear you, but I think it looks like everyone else should be able to hear you right now.
Hey, I hear me on stream. Okay, it worked.
We done it.
did it. Oh my goodness, I've been silenced, but you can't hold me back.
I feel so much better. And we got a small fish. Hooray for charity.
Woo, small fish.
One more dollar.
Man, I had some really good lines in there earlier, and the stream didn't hear any of that. I feel bad, but
that was my fault.
It's okay. We did it.
Alright, so it is Thursday. I am set up for the day, and now we have desktop audio, so I feel pretty good about this. So Ellie has a little heart on the bottom right of her dialog box. She's currently at blue. We're making progress. It goes white, blue, green, yellow, and then pink. And we need to get her to yellow, slightly under pink for her to be photo ready on Fall 9. And
how many days are in a season?
Go ahead.
How many days are in a season?
There are 30 days in a season, and then like the number of festivals and such. The number of usable days in each season changes based on festivals and where the weekends fall, etc.
Gotcha.
When you're playing casually, obviously you just go do anything you want on any day, but you know, when we're trying to go fast, we have these specific days that work better than others. And our days, again, are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and they have to be sunny. So I'm sleeping for that reason. And again, I just want to thank everybody for donating money to get me wearing these amazing clothes and fishing accessories. And thank you everybody for donating so I could play on this very comfortable and convenient controller.
Yes, thank you everybody. I had said it earlier, but just so that, I don't know if Rodos is still around, but Rodos donated $50 a while back, and I just really wanted to say thank you for that. So now you can hear me say it, now that you can hear me on stream. So
I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, the River King community pretty recently formed. Because the games were relatively untouched for a long time, but they've been great. Everyone who's come in, who's been interested, has been really helpful, and seemingly like they care a lot about the games.
yeah, I had never heard of that series. That's crazy that there are 16 games of it. I believe I heard that right. 16.
Yeah.
Gosh. How many games have 16 games in the series? Like, think about that.
Yeah, I mean, not many. Harvest Moon is probably up there.
It's pretty close.
Aim, yeah, that was a miss. You can go ahead and count it. Missing fish for charity.
I guess what my point is that not that there's no other series like that, right? Because like Zelda and Mario and Pokemon all have thousands of entries, right? But think about like the level of like fame that those series have.
Yeah.
And then I've literally never heard of Legend of the River King or
Yoshitsuri. So I don't know for sure, but I would assume that people in Japan have heard more about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because there are only, I think, 4 games in the River King series that made it to America.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming people in Japan have heard more about it, but yeah, most of those games are Japanese only.
Makes sense.
So we are about to hit summer, which that doesn't change much for us. It changes Elli's location on Mondays and also adds the possibility of typhoons. Yeah, Sam, I agree with that. It's the fact that such an obscure series has that many games. It is
That's
bizarre.
the crazy part.
Like, I would consider Harvest Moon to be obscure, and way more people have heard of that than have heard of River King. Did you know that River King in Europe was called Harvest Fishing?
Interesting. I guess there's like a call to Harvest Moon.
Yep.
Try to pair it up. Interesting.
Harvest Moon, River King, and Rune Factory. These games are all cut from the same cloth. And I did submit River King Mystic Valley for the DS, and that one did not make it in, probably due to the length or the fact that it was a DS game, and it's hard to make a reasonable layout with so much going on.
Yeah, that does play into it. How long is that run?
It's about 2.5 hours, but there's a lot of RNG involved, so I'm not sad about not being able to show it off, but I just want to let everybody know that I did submit it. And maybe in the future. I'm assuming there's going to be a Speed Docks Fishing Jamboree too.
Well, as much as I would like to see that happen again, I'm not the showrunner, so
that is fair.
one thing I'll say is that I know that there's so many fishing games out there, and I feel like we didn't get to see a whole lot of them. So there's always potential for more fishing games.
There are.
We do have to find people to submit those. So that's kind of the crux of the issue,
There are so many fishing. Well, the one major problem is like the quality of the existing fishing games that are out there, because like as many fishing games exist, how many of them are like actual quality fishing games?
Very true.
I don't know much about the like Bassmaster fishing, Rapala fishing, Cabela's games, all that stuff, but there's a fan base out there, so I'm sure there are runs.
True. Also, fun fact, there's like I think 2 fishing games that came out on the N64. One of them was made by like a fishing group, like not a group, like a company that does like fishing merchandise stuff, and one of them was made by Rockstar, and only one of them is good. Can you guess which one is good?
I'm gonna assume it's not the Rockstar game.
It is in fact the Rockstar game. That one is apparently way better.
Oh, really?
The other one sucks, but it has like way more intricate fishing stuff than the people who tried to pay for a fishing game don't know what they're paying for, and so
so it's kind of interesting, right? Because there are fishing simulators that I don't even know if I'd necessarily count them as games, right? And I've tried, as someone who has fished like on and off my whole life, I've tried quite a few fishing games out there, and if there's not like a legitimate like story, like I'm not really trying to do Fishing Simulator 2022. I would rather just go fishing if I wanted to do that.
Exactly.
I do have a little calendar here in front of me if you guys hear any papers shifting around. I'm actually finally starting to get used to the fishing controller. It's taken a bit, but I think I can safely say that we're feeling comfortable. Yeah, that's why I really like the River King games a lot, because it's they're pretty in-depth, but there's still a story going on. And also, if you want to be able to speedrun a game, you need a goal. And the fishing simulators, I don't necessarily think have too many of those.
That's a weird one. I think you're right. I don't think they do have a goal.
Aim, what's the count? I feel like Charity is getting a lot of money today. $14. All photos with the fishing controller? I would never in my life do all photos with the fishing controller. 3 misses, 11 small fish. Okay. 11 small fish is actually god-awful luck, but we're turning the god-awful luck into donations. Yes, it is. This is absolutely abysmal luck. It's fine. I expected as much. I added a little bit of time to my estimate. And these next upcoming days are going to look fairly similar, but once we get Elli to green, things are going to pick up a little bit. There are some extra things for us to do, like Elli's sick event, and then we're going to have a dream sequence and an hurt ankle scene where we carry her home. All these things add to her affection, but we've got to get her up there first. Demo, are you going to work on fishless Elli photo after the marathon? So Aim brings up a good point. There are currently 2 strategies for Elli. There are chickens and there are fish. Elli likes eggs and Elli likes small and large fish. Chickens is probably faster. Even in like perfect conditions, I would say that chicken is probably just better. However, that didn't fit the theme of the marathon, so that's why we are doing fishes today. To answer Aim's question, I probably will run this again in the short term because Sam just improved the world record. The world record's now like 54 minutes or something like that. Using eggs, so I probably will be running this in the near future to try to improve my time. No immediate plans. Maybe sometime next week. Maybe. We'll see.
No immediate plans, but maybe tomorrow.
Well, Rune Factory 5 just came out, so I've been a little busy.
Fair enough.
I mean, as much as I like playing this 20-year-old farming game, I've played it quite a bit. Alright, Elli is Green Heart, which means that Elli is now sick event ready. It's not quite Green Heart, but we gave her a gift, so she's slightly above Green Heart. So the next time it rains, instead of me being like, oh man, we got rain, I can be like, yes, now Elli is sick. Did I come out on the wrong day? I did. No big deal, because Rick is going to be a bro, and he's going to be right outside. 50-50. Alright, Rick is not a bro today. That's fine. We can now switch to Rick first and go from there. So that was... this was an error to come out on Saturday, but we're gonna make it work.
Rick was not the homie today.
Rick was not the homie. It's supposed to be 50-50, but I swear I do not see Rick 50% of the time on Saturdays there. No, I need him to fix it. I'll be fine. Right? No, I'm confused now. Guys, stop confusing me. We're actually going to get to go to the beach today, which is kind of cool. Yes, I don't have to. I'm fine. So we're going to get some different kind of fishing today. Some more soothing fishing with these nice ocean waves.
Ooh.
There is like a 1 out of 50 chance that we get a power berry here, which would unironically be a time loss in this category. Oh god. Small, a miss and a small. Yay, cherry. Another miss. I looked at chat. That was on me. Yeah, missing these fish is just so easy. And it is a blink and you miss it kind of situation here. All right. Yeah, I'm going to switch to Rick first. It's going to make my days slightly slower, but I won't have to add a day later on, so this is what we're going to do. There are other games in the Harvest Moon series where fishing is a factor. In one of the newest games in the series, Pioneers of Olivetown, there is kind of like this I would say Animal Crossing style. Aquarium, so you can catch different types of fish and fill up the aquarium. Pioneers of Olive Town, I would say, actually took a lot of inspiration from the newest Animal Crossing game. So yeah, definitely potential for some more fishing-related speedruns in the future as well.
Nice.
So I do want to talk a little bit about this game. In newer games in the series, you can actually kind of see where everyone's heart level is at and things of that nature. In this game, though, it's kind of a game of hidden information. All you get for the bachelorettes are their heart levels, but there's nothing to tell you like, oh, they're ready for this event, or they're in this location. Like, you kind of just have to know. So especially for something like All Photos, when we're trying to do so many things at once, like, there's so much information bouncing around your head at any given time, and then if something goes just slightly wrong, you have to make these like crazy calculus level adjustments. Another small. Another small. Another small. I don't know the exact odds of being at this many small fish, but it's, with everything being like a 33% chance, this is just a kind of absurdly bad luck. But that is okay. We're not going for a record. Hang on one second. Let's do Rick first. Yeah, 16 smalls desert. Just an absurd number. Why does this game look like Stardew Valley? Oh, thank goodness there was a Kappa there. I was about to walk off.
Don't let AP get under your skin. That's what he does.
I was going to answer the question. I'm just glad I saw the Kappa first.
We can't take Todd anywhere.
It looks like Stardew because this game just directly copied off Stardew Valley when it came out in 1999. It's actually a direct
like a time machine. Yeah.
Taking suggestions for a 1750 stretch goal.
Ooh. We're getting pretty close. We're at what, 158, if my math is correct?
Well, I mean,
dollars away.
How many people in chat are matching my small fish donation after this?
That is true. What are we racing, Julie? Something fish related. All right.
This is a festival day, which I'm glad I caught before I spent a bunch of time on it, but not ideal. Oh man, this life jacket was not a good idea.
Starting to scratch. Starting to itch.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm sitting in the chair weird. I don't know. No complaining. I'll be fine. We're almost done. Can I get a time check?
We're currently at 50 minutes and about 50 seconds.
Oh boy.
I don't like the sound of that oh boy.
No, I'll be fine. I think.
I hope so.
All right, Charity, missed a fish. And we got a small. This is fun.
This is fun.
That's why we do these speedruns, right? For the fun of it.
Do it for the fun, we do it for the cause. It's a good cause we got going on here. It's the WWF, which is fighting to protect wildlife around the world.
Very true. I'm going to make a joke that Sam Van Dam made to me earlier. Mm-hmm. So all credit to Sam Van Dam for this joke. It is fitting that you guys have chosen WrestleMania weekend to raise money for the WWF.
You know, someone mentioned that as well. Or at least they mentioned WrestleMania. So I know that the people are out here thinking about it. So.
Okay, so once Elli hits yellow, I am going to start the slumber. We have to get to fall 9. Sleeping relatively quick in this game. It's like 8 seconds of sleep. So we can get to wherever we need to go pretty quickly. But she's not quite at yellow.
Impromptu trivia game show. Well, I hope Dayman has another set of trivia. Because we went through it all last night.
Well, we don't want to till the water. That doesn't help us.
Got to get ready for the harvest season.
True, not much farming in this farming game. We're going to harvest some fish instead. Oh my goodness. The small fish. The small fish have infested this river. If this next thing I pull up is not a small fish, I am just going to give her this nice walnut to my left. You know what? I missed a fish. She's getting a walnut today. That's fine with me. And fine for Charity, who now gets $1 extra from me. We gotta do Rick first. Oh, you know what? I can still give her a fish. It's just going to be one of the small fishes in my bag. $26.
No, you said that small fishes don't count as much, but do they still give like a decent amount of gift?
Nah, there's like 3, well, I would say there's 2 tiers of gifts. It's like a neutral gift, or that's just like a whatever thing, and then there is a liked gift, which is more than that by about times 3.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, the small fish for Ellie just counts as like a whatever gift. She just likes it a little.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Big fish is significantly better, but the real key here is the music boxes. So as long as we're continuing to give her those music boxes, we'll be okay.
Gotcha. I'm thinking of Stardew, which has 3. It would have neutral, and then a liked, and then a favorite gift. So.
Yeah. Ellie technically has a 3rd tier because she likes eggs. Well, I'll just give you the straight numbers. Like, most things are +1 for her. Medium and large fish are +3. And eggs are +4.
Interesting.
So Ellie likes eggs very slightly more than she likes fish. But fish remains semi-viable because it takes time to get a chicken. Whereas you can start fishing right away.
I see.
So we have kind of a meme, especially when we're doing all photos. Another small, that is amazing. Where instead of saying like we're doing fish, we will call it chickenless. Because everything in speedrun is like something-less.
Yeah.
So our canonless is chickenless. Let's go to Rick first.
Woo! That's my Ric Flair impression.
Oh, nice one. I get it now, yes. I was wondering why you were wooing.
All right. So, fun fact, I was at a friend's house, and they were like, oh man, Harvest Moon 64, it's so good, love this game. And I was like, oh, I'll try playing it. And then they like left the room for 15 minutes, and I tried playing it. I didn't know what to do, and then I couldn't figure out how to get in bed. And so I collapsed of exhaustion. And when they came back, I was like, I don't think I like this game.
That is fair. So you couldn't figure out how to get in bed?
I feel like I went up to the bed and I clicked on it and nothing happened.
Yeah, you have to talk to the nightstand, which doesn't really make too much sense, but
yeah, I think that was the kicker.
Because it doesn't really tell you to sleep; it tells you to write in your diary, which maybe you don't want to do that. All right, I am going to settle in for the long sleep here because I'm hoping for a rainy day. We also have to make it to Fall 9. And I can tell by the song playing that it is a sunny day, so... As soon as I hear Fall 1, I'm going to go play it. Yeah, like we want rain. We definitely want rain. Except on Fall 9. Alright, I'll take this rainy day. What day is it? Summer 26. I am going to try to catch some fish just to have in reserve. Another small, that's just lovely. Not just for anything, but I will say that this might be the absolute worst fishing luck I've had in one of these runs ever.
Marathon luck.
Yep. I mean, I figured as much. Okay, no extra credit fishes for us today. It's fine. Because we're getting plus 10 right now. Hi, A. Ellie caught a cold. I will visit her. And then we don't say a word to her and run right out. Boom. Plus 10 affection. I might possibly get dream text this evening. That means she's at 160, which means we're pretty close to wrapping it up. Okay. She's at 160 at least. All right, I'm going to sleep till fall 1. There's that monthly typhoon. If I had a chicken, that typhoon would have totally killed my run. But I don't.
Thank goodness we're doing chickenless.
Indeed. It's the key. Fall music, very great. Thank you, Desert, for dancing. Okay, so our last big barrier is Fall 9 rain. We're going to have to save on Fall 7 to make sure we absolutely do not get Fall 9 rain, because if it rains on Fall 9, you just cannot get Ellie's photo that year.
Ooh.
Yeah. But fortunately, we can save scum. And once upon a time, there was fish in this river, but over the course of this run, I appeared... Oh, there we go. Oh, no, there's only smalls. All right, we got a gift.
Overfishing is a serious problem.
It really is, especially during this run.
A year. Damn, man. Small time loss, small time loss. I lost about a year.
A year isn't as bad as it sounds, but it is like straight up 15 minutes of sleeping, which is not great.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But yeah, we won't miss it. We'll be fine. Salmon Desert, can I get a math check? If I do dream, fish, box, and ankle on Fall 9, am I good from here? 160 plus 9 plus 28. I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Yes. Thank you guys for the math check. Yeah, well, she hit dream text before today. So she was already at least 160. But I don't know exactly where she was at. It's alright, we're making it work. Two more days, no problem. I'm gonna clear that guy. You can't dig up the music box when there's somebody on your farm. You can, however, count to 10 and then walk outside until again to get it. But we're just going to clear him just to make sure. I may end up giving Elli just a small fish today, depending on how long it takes to fish up something. And it's a small fish. At some point I will do the math to figure out what percentage chance it was to get this many small fish, and it's going to be very low. I don't think so, Aim. You've been keeping pretty good track. Okay, and now the final day of the run. Well, pretty much until we have to check the album, but so I just need to make sure that we don't have rain on fall 9. So I'm going to be very careful, and we're not saving. It's now fall 8, sunny fall 9. We're good. I don't actually know. Do I need the Rick spawn? Well, we're okay. I feel like I don't need it, but I would obviously rather get it than not. Elli's event. Well, she didn't appear for ankle yet, so she's not 180. What? How on earth did that miss? See, these are the two Harvest Moon 64 brains right here. Sam and Desert arguing about what level her affection is at, which works for me because I need their input.
Got the brains over here. The true heroes.
Oh yeah, it's Saturday. So we need Rick to spawn right here, which he will do at 10 a.m. He will do. And if he doesn't, oh my lord. Can I get a very quick time check?
We're at 110.
Oh boy. Yes, it's possible I'm short without this Rick spawn, which is why I just reset the day. It's fine. It's a 50-50. What are the odds that he won't appear again today? So I should have played yesterday. It would have just solved my problem. Yeah, more small fish chances. That is true.
Right, more money donated to charity, potentially.
Because I'm going over time, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to do $5 for every small or miss.
From this point on?
From this point on.
Gotcha. About to say you just quintupled your donation. I hope you know.
All right, you know what? If Rick spawns today, we'll still do an extra $5 because we got that large right away. All right, so Rick doesn't spawn until 10, so I have a little bit of time to try to figure this out. Oh, you know what? Let's put that away. Let's put that back in the bag for safekeeping. I don't want to drop it, which is very possible. I don't want to go in too early, because when I come back out, it needs to be after 10, which it currently is. Come on, Rick. Thank God for you. All right.
Shoutouts to Rick.
Shoutouts to flipping coins in a marathon. And now we're going to do the dream event, which is us talking to Elli about coming to the farm when we were young. So this gives +8. And then the ankle event we're about to do gives +10 and advances time. And then Elli's photo should trigger this evening. Elli slipped and twisted her ankle. We're going to carry her back for that +10 affection.
Oh my.
And now we are going to wait just briefly before evening. It's a slight time save to wait till evening before we walk on, so we skip Elli's like walking on animation. And then we will do the event. It will put us to the next day. We'll go get the photo out of our mailbox. We'll be done once we see it in the album. Yeah, I apologize for going over on time. I'm going to blame the controller and the just insane amount of small fish we got.
It's all good. It happens. Truth be told, we got more fishing, so, you know, who can really complain?
That is true. 30 total came to 31 and 5 for the overestimate. You know what? That's great. $36. You know what? I'm going to make it $40. And I dare anyone who likes Harvest Moon to match me.
You heard it here, folks. The gauntlet has been thrown.
So we are about to
Put
get
up
a
or
nice
shut up.
smooch from Elli.
Ooh.
Elli, the most promiscuous of the bachelorettes, who smooches you before marriage.
Scandalous.
It is very scandalous. In Flowerbud Village, this kind of thing just doesn't happen. And we turn bright red because we're so embarrassed.
Can we show this on Twitch?
Okay, so I am going to grab the photo out of the mailbox. And time ends when we see the photo on screen. And time.
All
Essence
right.
of Moondrop. Thank you guys so much. If you're interested in Harvest Moon, check us out on speedrun.com or go to harvestmoonspeedruns.com. And that's it. I don't want to take up any more time. So thank you guys. I'll be making my donation here in a few minutes.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.